So quickly, let's go through the Ballon d'Or list. And since I been here yesterday, many talk that they come out. So you're not supposed to be there. So you're not supposed to be there. That one's supposed to be there. This one's not supposed to be there. So let me quickly just go through the Ballon d'Or list and give you my opinion on what I think is right, or who I think should be here and who I think should not be here. Before I move on, I give a huge shout out to Justin Madugu, our coach of the women's Super Falcons, who won the WAFCON, who got the nomination for the best coach of the world, women's Johan Cruyff Trophy. You know, so he bagged the nomination there. Shout out to Coach also Migwo Oyekowo. We are good, you try, you know, smart, you know. And also our superstar goalkeeper, you know, who I think if Manchester United are looking to spend some money on a goalkeeper, they should be looking at Chiamaka Nnadozie, a world-class goalkeeper who also bagged a nomination for the Yashin Trophy, you know, and so for the best goalkeeper in the world, female goalkeeper in the world. So we are licking those two, you know, understand? Now, going through the lists, I beg, Agbojo, let me put that for screen for them. Una don't already they see them, and una don't know them already. It is clear, and we are aware. I'm going to go through the names one by one, but my big concern as a Chelsea fan that I am, and as a representative of the Truth Committee, Kopama has no business here. I'll be honest with you. Kopama has no business here. Now all this Palmer put me for trouble when Chelsea fans they insult me after PSG match. When I do analysis say, okay, I don't think Chelsea has what it takes to beat PSG. All this kind of thing. Now Palmer put me for trouble. Because now it doesn't you good like this from that December to May. And for no open man, they talk say, because even for the YouTube, what they back Chelsea, I talk say, if the attack can work. So many now are putting a question mark in the attack because of the inconsistency of what we have up there. After you don't suffer me for January to May, you go do magic for July now. They say, I'm not be Chelsea fan again. You don't crazy. Are you there? Yeah. That's I love you so much, bro. But Caicedo and Cucurella deserve that spot ahead of you. Ballon d'Or is not based on, how will I put it now, on one game. And I always tell people, this video go longer than YouTube, but not vessel. When they want to do all this nomination, that make you say Messi win Haaland that time. Some of these people, when they vote, they go just immediately you just hear the name, they just press them. They don't work with the year in review. You understand? You just hear Messi versus Haaland, Messi. So as you hear that, you don't see that Kopama, you will press that. You know the reason Caicedo call say the boy na star boy, Kopama na star boy. Now star na carry happen for here, but now star go see. Come on, Caicedo should be here. Now let's move forward. If you look at the list, Jude Bellingham, first of all, I think it's deserved because he's a returning member. You understand? We cannot deny how much of an injury room he is. And if we are saying, okay, let's pick midfielders that did way better than him, we cannot count 10 midfielders that did better than him. Even when Real Madrid are doing very bad, Jude Bellingham, Kylian Mbappe, these are players that were able to stand out, you know. And it gives that feeling of, okay, yes, this person, they really try. So we can't even lie. So I think Bellingham will pass. And also Ousmane Dembele is in fact, you see behind me, there's Barcelona and PSG. Shows that the winner must come from these two clubs. You understand? Donnarumma, Chansa. Desiree Doué, Chansa. Denzel Dufresne, Soncha. You don't know me, Chansa. You know Choncha. Who brought you here? But Denzel Dumfries was an amazing player for Inter Milan. I don't have a problem with Dumfries. Sergio Guirassy. My problem with the Guirassis now is that if you are bringing in the Guirassy, you have to bring in the Osimhen. Because I think there's nowhere in the calendar that Dortmund did better than Galatasaray. So if you're going to bring in people like the Guirassy, you must bring in Victor Osimhen. But I don't always like to make it Nigeria must be favored everywhere. You know, I don't like to do it like that. Football is about the whole world. And if your countryman is not there, does not mean they disrespect you or they do racism every time. So I don't want to stay on that one for long. Victor Gyökeres was a machine last season. Very, very, very much deserved. Erling Haaland. I think Isak should take Haaland's place because Isak won a trophy Isak and Man City and Newcastle, nobody did better than any. In fact, Newcastle did better because we can tell Arteta that Arteta, where's your trophy? Then we should be telling Man City where's your trophy because Newcastle has a trophy. So I think on this one, what do you call him again? Isak should go ahead of Haaland. Afresh Hakimi. He is the, if you don't see his name here, you make Kimi. Yes, who get Ballon d'Or go tell people say, please, oh, he must put Ashraf Hakimi. He did not see his name, they will kill me. Don't worry. So he must be there. Harry Kane, wonderful Bundesliga winner. Kvaratskhelia, well deserved. You have to be there. I think PSG squad, I don't say no to any of them because how amazing they were. Robert Lewandowski, yes, Barcelona is amazing. Alexis McAllister, yes, engine room of Liverpool, who I think Gravenberch still deserve as well because I think Gravenberch is the best hardworking midfielder in Liverpool. But most times when it comes to these trophies, you cannot be very accurate every time. Lautaro Martinez always finds his way here. Yes, he did well, also in the Champions League. Kylian Mbappe, wonderfully well. Scott McTominay. Then they call this boy name for Napoli. Scott McTominay. So Scott McTominay deserves it. He was, in fact, they use the boy for FIFA now. Any year they go now, they join McTominay. For Robobile, I say, Tomine. So I think McTominay deserves. Nuno Mendes deserve, João Neves deserve, Michael Olise deserve, Copama. I think he took Caicedo's spot. Not disrespect to you, but I always say that, like I said earlier, they must have voted because he's a star boy. And people sometimes want to vote based on emotions and based on how popular the player is, not based on year-in review. Because you're using year-in review, Palmer should not be there, in my opinion. Pedri deserved. Rafinha deserved. Declan Rice deserved. I see some people saying Declan Rice does not deserve it, and I'm like, why? Arsenal finished second position. Then in the Premier League. Then they finished in the semi-final of the Champions League. Saka, who is their star boy, was injured for a long time in the second half of the season. Gabriel, who is their star boy, to me, Gabriel was the best player in Arsenal last season. He was injured in the second part of the season. Then you are going to tell me that this Declan Rice not going to deserve it. Apart from that, Gabriel and Saka now, who Arsenal again, as far as those two people don't come on since. You can say Partey, but Partey does more defensively. But Rice can do defense and attack at the same time. It was the transition of that team. You understand? Going forward, Rice was everything. If not be the Rice and the Partey were show for face last season, Odegaard for collect more from people's hand. So I think Rice deserves it. You cannot say that Deck should not be here. I think anybody will talk say make Rice not there, make the Deck can. Catch them and they do like Declan Rice, Odumo to begin. They record me this video, so shout out to Alexis. So moving on next, Fabian Ruiz deserved. Mohamed Salah, salam alaikum. You deserve it. You have to be there. Virgin van Dijk, you know how much I love him. You should be there. Vinicius Jr, please use the back door and leave the diary room immediately. You have no one to come for people that don't say, Vinny, you have 30 seconds to leave the big brother house. Vinny, you have 3 seconds to fly away. When did they worry you? I know Pulu is just for them where we Premier League. When they worry you, Vinicius Jr. You are just here because you were in a big name last. I told you people vote based on emotion, based on names most times, not performance. And it's really sad for players like Caicedo, Cucurella, who put in those work. Cucurella should be here in place of. If Caicedo take Palmer place, Cucurella take Vinicius place, should be here, based on performance, based on what you did for the team. You don't understand? Even Mbeumo, we get 20 goals. Premier League not be joke. I go take her over Vinny. Can you tell me Vinny did better than Mbeumo last season? Mbeumo was scoring 20 Premier League goals from a Brentford team that you were there in Madrid team. We have been saying, I'm not doing New Jersey today. At the right time. It's 90 minutes is a long time in Bernabeu. After what did they wear una last season so una see right time for una third kit. I go just to put that picture for me make them see. Let's go put them again today. They show yourself. Ubamo chair pass you. I'm gonna tell you. So no time. That's 10 minutes already, right? Good. So Vitinha, very well deserved. Florian Wirtz, very well deserved. But Wirtz, I don't think Olise was the player of the season last. I don't think Wirtz deserved this season. That was past. Leverkusen was not it at all. They were terrible. I don't think Wirtz deserved. So, and the last one, not they put up a bottle. We're not give her the award though. Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal was the last on the list here. But if you tell me the 3 names where Wirtz me now, Florian Wirtz and Kopama and Vinicius Jr. I think these 3 people should not be there. We know what Leverkusen was last. They were it's not because they were in a team like a league like German league, Bundesliga. They should not have even got into the Champions League. Trust me, they were really terrible, awful last season. So I don't know what brought them here. I make players like Caicedo, Cucurella, Partey, Thomas Partey, them not being here. Bruno Fernandes, ooh, wow, he's not there. Oh my Bruno, my love, bro. Bruno Fernandes not there. There are some players I sent yesterday. Let me check it quickly. Let's press our chat here now quickly. Let me check. There were some players I sent before I went to bed, before I slept. And I think Bruno Fernandes was among them. Also, Victor Osimhen. Mamouche was not there. Mamouche not there. Caicedo not there. Osimhen not there. Bakola not there. Bakola pass back. They go. Valverde, bro, Isak, Mamouche. You know, Mamouche had 42 goal involvements across 2 teams last season. 42 goal involvements across 2 teams. It is really terrible. Isak had 33 goals involvement in Newcastle. Like I told you, he better than Haaland, in my opinion. And also Federico Valverde, 19 goal involvements. A player who played in the midfield and right back. Really terrible. Bakola, 21 goals, 21 assists for PSG. What? Is that not something? It's something. Something there, yo. Bakola. Yeah, you pass. Who do that boy? See Bakola. So many players, you know, should have been there. Bruno Fernandes, you know, I love him a lot. I make cases for him. He should be on this list. So, in my opinion, some people should not be here. But if you look at the list now, I'm going to give you the players I think should not be here before I go. Because I will say this. Players who work hard. Not everybody really want to go win the way they call it, the Ballon d'Or. Some of them want to be recognized, to know that, okay, my effort not just go like that. It's very possible for them to do big boys. Not be Haaland, they man you, so they're bitter. It's very possible for the person, so for the player, mostly in this social media era, for a player to lose concentration. Those who put a lot of effort, we must respect them. Let's not lie to ourselves. So you look at what they call it now. Players like the Bruno Fernandes, you know, the Osimhen, the Mamouche, the Isak, Caicedo, Cucurella, they should be very upset. So players I think should not be here should be Guirassy, number 1, Haaland, number 2, Kopama, number 3, Vinicius, number 4, Florian Wirtz, number 5. From these 5, I will put in Isak, I put in Osimhen, I put in Caicedo, I'll put in Mamouche, and I'll put in Cucurella. These are my 5 substitution to the players that I say should go out. Let me know your thoughts if you think which one you agree with and which one you disagree with. Thank you very much. And remember, Chelsea's plays tonight against Leverkusen. So there's something more to come later tonight. And I will be doing more content here on YouTube. Please subscribe and support. Coach, post video for social media. Now, this 14 minutes, why I take break this thing down so that they post 14 minutes for IG. Not be just based on saying that they pay for YouTube. No. It helps you relax and talk about each player, gives you time to create the content, to make it more sweet, explain things better. Some people may have this idea, but after you talk and go this side, they'll go say, oh, not true, you don't understand. So I really feel bad for players who we are not really recognized at this moment. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you very much, and please subscribe. It does a lot for us. Thank you very much. What a warrior. What time?